Santa Claus is coming straight to the ghetto. It's 12:30 a.m. Christmas Eve. I'm out with the gangsters.
Yo, what's up, man?
Coolin', man.
You know what I want to hear, right?
What you want to hear?
Yeah, baby!
Yo! Happy holidays, you fucking schmucks. You know what it is? It's the fucking Buffet Boys. We back in this bitch. Episode 48. Again for that ass. Because you know how we like to do shit 2 times. Back to back like Drake. Yo! You know what it is? It's the Buffet Boys. We back in the building. You know who it is. It's your boy Eb, the Salvadoran sensation, trayéndoles el sonido salvadoreño. And of course, as always with me, it's my main man, 100 Grand, the Hotep hustler himself, Mr. Kodak Brown, Mr. 31 Savage, Mr. Split the Check, Mr. Stole Your Girl, gave her right back, cause yo, you know what it is? I don't fuck around with cuffing season. I gotta buy gifts for my little niece and I ain't got time for you, boo. Yo, the best import coming out of Mexico, my main man, Vic. What's cracking, Vic?
Yo, what up, Eb?
Chilling, dog. Chill in. I know we've been out for a minute.
Chilling like a villain.
You know, the only way that I know how. Yo, listen.
Ooh.
I think we need to address something right now. This is officially episode 48. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I don't know how we jumped 2 episodes ahead.
Smoking? Yo.
That crazy glue, dog. I don't know. Cause goddamn, I was like, damn, episode 50. How the fuck we get to 50 so fast? Whatever, fuck it. But yo, man, no. This is episode 48. No, 49. This is episode 49. 49. Yep. God damn. All right, yo, listen, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're about to drop 50 in the garden. You feel me? So what's popping, big man?
There's another important thing that's happening this week. By the time it comes out, we will have been doing this for 1 year.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah. Yep. Wow.
For 1 year we've been podcasting, you know, somewhat consistently. We've had a couple of hiccups here and there, but you know, we're pretty on top of it, man.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, in a year, we've called that 4 times? Fuck out of here, man. That's actually pretty good. You know how it is.
I think so.
Longer than some people's relationships, straight up.
Way longer than some people's relationships. I'm thinking of one cousin in particular.
Damn, by 11 months.
Damn, dog. Anyway, man, hey, I'm feeling good, Ed, man.
Yeah?
I'm feeling really good.
I'm glad, Vic.
It feels good to be back on, and you know, I had a good weekend. I celebrated my 32nd year of life.
That's right. Big 3-2.
And you know, a lot of people showed a lot of love, including yourself. They made a very touching phone call to me. And you know, man, I have a lot of good people around me, and you know, sometimes it takes something to remind you of that. And I'm always grateful of it, but to be reminded of good people being around you is a real blessing. So I gotta thank everybody that, you know, reached out and wished me a happy birthday. And I had, despite the Raiders losing, despite USC winning, which I went to a basketball game this week, and I don't like USC, but free tickets are free tickets. You know, I you know, despite sports, I still had a really great, outstanding weekend, and I'm super thankful. And yeah, man, that's about it.
Well,
How was your weekend, man?
Good, man. Well, listen, that's what it's all about. And yo, man, just to see another year, to get another year older, a lot more mature.
Another day older, you know?
Yeah.
Take it day by day, but when you hit that milestone of another year, it's a big deal, man. So.
Absolutely, dog. And yeah, man, again, happy birthday. You know,
thank you, sir.
Been knowing you for what now? Damn. Let's say 15 years?
16 years, yeah.
Yeah, just
15,
about, man.
Years, yeah.
Whew.
Yep.
Yo, dog, that's some time, dog.
That's a minute, dog.
That's a minute, dog. But now again, congratulations, man. Hit 3 deuce. Ready for that double 3 next year. So yeah, man. Again,
that magic year, dog.
That magic year.
Is
that what they say?
Johnson year, dog.
Oh, that's
I mean,
this year. You're talking about this year. This year.
Yeah,
this year.
32. Magic Johnson, 32. It's a magic year, dog. There you go.
But yeah, man. Again, congrats and good job, Vic. Staying alive for another year.
Good job being around.
But nah, man. What I ended up doing this weekend was, we ended up Christmas shopping for the family, and we did the big no, which is we went to the mall. Me and my wife on Saturday. Luckily, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Because I've been to the mall when, man, listen. If people that have been to the mall know, like, you are fucking 10 seconds away from stealing on someone, rocking someone's jaw, slapping a couple babies. Cause god damn, man, when the mall is packed,
you gotta hit the mall with armor, dog.
Seriously, you gotta hit it with a fucking taser, bro, like a fucking stun gun or some shit. But you know what? The Arcadia Mall wasn't that bad. It wasn't crazy hectic like it's been in the past. Still hit a couple lines. The parking, luckily, as soon as we got to the parking lot, someone was just leaving right in front of the door. So we got that primo parking, yeah. So we did that, hung around, watched a couple movies with wifey, and also Sunday we caught that debacle that they called the Raider game.
Let's not, dog. Let's not.
Well, we are.
Eb,
Vic,
I beg you, Eb. I beg you, Eb. Let's not do this.
Listen,
we already talked about this for an hour today.
Listen,
please.
Listen, like you said earlier. We've been Raider fans. I mean, I've been a Raider fan my entire life, and
yeah, me too.
You know what I mean. So there's nothing else that I know. But the one thing I do know is that everything that can go wrong for the Raiders will go wrong for the Raiders. So
can and will go wrong.
Yeah,
for sure.
And so that's exactly what happened on Sunday, man. And I know you mentioned that you were watching the game. And some of your friends that you went out with that night were like, "Oh shit, yo, the Raiders are making a comeback." You're like, "Nah, just wait. And they're like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Just wait. And sure enough, we waited. And listen, the crazy thing is usually the Raiders give us like a couple minutes, leave a few minutes to kind of like, digest the loss. The game is still going on, but the shit's about to happen. Not this time. This time they're like, fuck it, we gonna take it to the wire and fucking break your heart. And that's exactly what they did. Took it to the last fucking 20 seconds and just said, is this your poor little baby heart? Okay, let's crush your every fucking wish and have the Cowboys beat you guys. Oh God. So yeah, man, it was fuck. Yo, I don't think I've been, actually, no, I'm lying. I've been there before. I think this, like I said, just waiting so long and getting crushed right at the end hurts.
But that's what I'm saying about, like, I know it's coming, and they still give you a little bone, like, hey, look, this is possible. And in the last couple of years, they put even more doubt in your head, like, oh, it might be possible. But if it's tried and true, you shouldn't doubt it.
Listen,
and them breaking my heart is tried and true as a motherfucker.
Yeah, seriously, straight up and down, man. You know what? And the crazy thing is, even when they had a great season, they still fucking broke our heart. Last year, they had a great season, and our fucking number one guy gets his fucking leg broken. Like in a pretty meaningless game too. And they've done it year in and year. Even when they went to the Super Bowl, they fucking crushed us. Like,
that was even worse.
Yeah. They've done it time and time again. When Rich Gannon was balling and Tony Saragusa fucking body slammed him.
Belly flopped on him.
And dislocated his shoulder. Yeah, dog. Fucking Brady with the tuck rule shit. God, dog, I think we're cursed. God damn. Oh, Lord have mercy. But you know what? We'll never steer away, Vic. We will always be tried and true Raider fans. So the rest of y'all can suck dick because we ain't going nowhere, and we're gonna still keep talking shit.
if I haven't given up on him by now,
Yup.
it pretty much proves that I'll never get rid of him.
Seriously.
But Eb, I learned something. So I was at like I said, I was at a USC college basketball game this weekend.
Okay.
One of my friends won a luxury box for a game this season, and it ended up being the weekend of my birthday. So, you know, I love sports. I love going to sports. So when they were like, "Hey, you want to come?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." But so I'm in the luxury box. By the way, a little underwhelming, the setup they have there, but I mean that's neither here nor there. But they had a TV in the luxury suite, and of course, me being a big Raiders fan, I immediately turned on the game. But I learned something. One of my friends' brothers was there, and he was telling me that Mark Davis travels 500 miles round trip to get his haircut the way he gets his haircut.
Get the fuck out of here. You're lying.
500
You're
miles.
lying.
He travels.
Dog,
Eb,
you're getting...
he travels
They bamboozled you.
to Palm Desert to get his haircut.
Get out of here, dog. Get the fuck...
From Oakland to Palm
Get
Desert.
out of here.
I'm not joking you.
Okay,
I'm not
hold
joking
on. How does he know this? Who told him this information?
He pulled up an article, and I read it myself.
Jesus Christ.
Oakland to Palm Desert. That's his guy. He has his guy. It's not his housekeeper pulling out the bowl, setting it on top of his head, making him look like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber. Nah.
Yo.
This is his look. This is planned. This is the way he wants to look.
You know what? This explains a lot. This is why our fucking franchise is in fucking turmoil, because we got a fucking nut job running the fucking team, dog. Who? Why? Dog, you can come, dog. You come to Pasadena. I'll cut your hair for like $50. No round trip, nothing. Wow.
Eb. He also drives a minivan with a VHS player in it, Eb.
Yeah.
So this is who we have at the helm here.
Wow. So from Oakland to Palm Desert to listen, if you want to find the number one con man, the guy's in Palm Desert, because I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Or he got a root on him or something, because listen, that haircut.
Yo, what? Hey, I can make that haircut happen. And all he has to do is fly me to Oakland during the home game. I'll give him a cut whenever he wants.
Listen, it'll
be on Sunday.
Hit my mom up
2 hours before the game.
She got that shit on deck. No, she gave me and my brother the same haircut, like the same exact haircut. But I was like,
Let's not even talk about same haircuts. I had a flat top for about half my life.
Looking like Howie Long.
Yes,
dog. Like Howie Long.
Yes, high and tight.
God. Sometimes I wonder what our parents were thinking. I'm just like, God damn, you must have hated the shit out of us. Why would you dare? Why would you do that? Why? Like, at what point? Like, at no point does that even look nice. It don't even look cute.
Oh man,
you just look like a poor little baby. Like, God. Wow. Well,
yeah.
I learned something new, and that guy needs to give up that team, man. Like, seriously, like, how the fuck the guy's a multi-millionaire flying to Palm Desert to get that fucking haircut?
I hope he's flying. Who knows, though? He might be driving his minivan from Oakland to Palm Desert every day, or however often he gets his haircut.
Yeah, well, there we go. Now we know why bad decisions are being made, dog.
Yep.
But I'm not sure. Did you hear that Diddy's trying to buy the Panthers?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because isn't the Panthers owner in some hot water right now?
Yeah, there were some allegations. I mean, fuck, dog. 2017 has been rough for everyone. Like,
for everyone.
Yeah, but apparently he's gonna sell the team at the end of the year, and Puff Daddy wants to throw his bid in and take, fucking buy the team. I say why not?
Nah.
I say why not? Dog, imagine like the halftime specials. It just would be fucking suit, dog. He would perform at every halftime.
Him and Maze are like make a comeback right now. They're better.
Every halftime, dog. It would just be like a Bad Boy reunion tour, and fuck.
To the Panthers got the ladies, yeah. Does Puff drive Mercedes, yeah.
Does Cam want all the babies, yeah. yeah, dog.
yeah.
And Faith Evans would sing the fucking national anthem every week.
Every day, dog. Every
her
week.
and Mary J. Blige would just remix, dog. They would just go back and forth. He moved the team to Brooklyn. He moved him to like, no, he's not from Brooklyn. Where's he from? He's from Harlem, right? No, he's from Harlem or
Harlem, yeah.
somewhere.
Actually, I don't know where Diddy's
I think he's from Mount.
I don't know where
he's from someplace, dog. Anyway, the point is he probably moved.
Mount Kilimanjaro.
Fucking everybody have like just fucking bear skin fucking jerseys and shit. Like, yo, everybody got to wear a chain. I'm telling you, Vic, them shit.
Oh,
think about it.
He's gonna have a chinchilla jersey, dog.
Think about it, dog.
Damn.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it, man. I don't listen, dog. If Donald Trump can run the fucking country, why can't Puff Daddy own a fucking football team?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Facts don't matter anymore in this world. We've said that before.
You know what I mean, the dog? Like, I'm just saying, come on, man. Like, I don't think it's all that far fetched.
But does he actually have the Skrilla to buy the team?
Dog, he's worth $858 million.
Oh, okay.
That team ain't worth a Billy. Nowhere near. But I think, hey, listen, man, I don't know why. I don't see why not. How many people of color own franchises outside of like Michael Jordan owning the Bobcats?
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Was it doesn't damn, what team was it that had like an Indian owner?
Who? every soccer team in London.
You're right. But yeah, you know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea to have Diddy. I always kind of like Diddy, but interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Interesting.
I don't know, man. I would love to see that. I would really love to see that. But yeah, man. And other news, yo, in the sports world, yo, we had the GOAT get his fucking jerseys retired. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's gonna get him retired. They haven't put him up yet,
They did put him up. They're already up.
Oh, they put both of them already? Where was I?
I don't know, dog. It was at halftime.
What?
Yeah, man. Yo, name me another player that has two fucking jerseys up there in the rafters. Two.
Nobody I know.
Actually, I think Michael Jordan has two of them, 45 and 23. And he played in 45 for like a week.
That's right. Oh, man. You know, I mean, for what Kobe meant for the Lakers, I think he's deserving of that, you know? Like, he might go down as at least arguably the top Laker of all time. Arguably. Like, maybe not my favorite Laker of all time, but he's Mr. Laker. He started in L.A., he ended in L.A., you know?
Yeah. And he could have gone elsewhere. He could have gone elsewhere, but he didn't.
He could have.
He ain't bitch made. He's not bitch made. He said, "Fuck it."
In my opinion, that's the only thing he has on Shaq. Like, if Shaq would have been there at least after Orlando and stayed with the team the rest of the time, I would like Shaq there forever. Yeah. You know, I would say that maybe, you know, but that's not the case. He went many other places after. But Kobe was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets, traded to the Lakers, played every single game of his career with the Lakers, and changed the franchise. You know, five titles in 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, that's worthy of something.
And he was at a point where he could have easily gone somewhere else. Yeah. Easily. Yep. And he just wanted new players. He threatened, but he wasn't no bitch. He was like, fuck it, I'm gonna ride this out. This ain't that new AAU fucking basketball league where everybody wants to play with everyone. Everybody trying to hold hands. You know what I mean?
This ain't that YMCA tournament.
No, it isn't, dog. It isn't.
This ain't that kids club pickup game.
Let me tell you how fucking brolic Kobe Bryant is, dog. Kobe Bryant went to his own fucking game. He was there throughout the entire game. The game goes to overtime, dog. He got up, clapped, and he just left. He's like, fuck it. I'm done. That's all I need. He ain't even stayed for the entire game, dog. He's like, yeah, all right. It's enough. Yeah, I'm good. I'm out of here. My jerseys are up there. I'm gonna go become a dad. Leave me alone. So, but shout out to Kobe Bryant, man. The GOAT, at least the GOAT in LA. Man. So was a beast.
So, I mean, we have some news that actually ties in with that, right? I don't know if anybody has been paying attention, but obviously we have because we live in the area. But the entire state of California is pretty much on fucking fire right now, or has been for the last month or so.
Yeah, seriously.
And I mean, I've noticed that there's not been a lot of coverage on it, nationwide at least, which is fine. Like, yo, we'll be all right eventually, right?
We'll be
like,
all right. We'll buy your TV stations in a couple of years, and y'all have to watch us do everything.
Yeah, we'll be all right. The state will be all right. No big deal, But we found something interesting that actually ties in with the Lakers.
Tell him your
Lopez,
favorite guy. Your favorite guy.
I despise Brook Lopez.
Why? Hold on.
So
I need to know why, Vic. Like, what is the problem with you and Brook Lopez?
You ever look at some motherfucker and you're just like, I don't like you.
All the time.
That's Brook Lopez. That's Brook Lopez for me.
So I
just don't like the way he looks.
He has that look.
Got that look that I don't like.
Is it the Eli Manning look?
It offends me. Nah.
It's not an Eli Manning face.
When I look at Eli in the eye, he has bitch made inside of him, and I can see it.
Hold on,
it comes shining through his face.
But how is this guy bitch made when he won 2 Super Bowls, stays in the pocket, takes hits like a G? Like, how can you call somebody bitch made when he does? Like, I could understand if he was just a weenie, never wanted to take a hit, but
I know, amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like, how could you be all that and have all those accomplishments? Because he's an amazing bitch. That's why.
Whoa! Big. God damn. He's an amazing bitch. Jesus Christ.
Yo, I don't even hate Eli. I don't even hate him.
But he does have a little bitch in his eye. He does have a little bitch in his eye.
Yeah. Yo, I dare any listener to look at Eli, a picture of Eli. Look at his eyes. Tell me there's not bitch in there. Yeah. Tell me his eyes don't just holler bitch. I'm not wrong. And I've been saying this for years, Eb. You can attest that for years I've been using him as the benchmark for having bitch in your eye.
So who are some players that got some bitch in their eye?
Eli Manning. Man, I gotta think about it. I'll come up with a list. And a bitch ass Eli eye players, but I can't come up with them off the top of my head right now. If y'all have any players that have Eli bitch in his eye, let us know.
Oh, shit. All right.
But anyway, Eb, so back to the story.
Brook
Lopez, the man that I despise, recently sent a ride-sharing car, they didn't specify which one, Uber, Lyft, whatever it is, to pick up his fucking cat in his Bel Air mansion, Eb.
Yeah, so again, as Vic mentioned earlier, with these fires going on, Bel Air is actually one of the areas that's affected. And for those who don't know where Bel Air is at, you don't really need to know where Bel Air is at. Just that's where Will Smith lived with Uncle Phil in Bel Air. Those big ass houses.
Follow the money.
Yeah. That's where they live. That's where he lives at. And this fucking crab, I don't know how he came up with the money. Like, I mean, obviously I know he came up with the money, but he called I think it was an Uber actually, but he literally called an Uber to go and pick up his fucking cat that was in the fire. How, first of all, as an Uber driver, if someone calls me like, yo, I need you to go to Bel Air, but yo, that place is on fire right now. Like, yeah, I know. I need,
yes.
I need you to go pick up my cat. Yeah, I'm like, dog, listen, I don't need the money that bad. Like, it's all good. You have to call somebody else.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is for that very reason. How fucking out of line and out of pocket is it for this motherfucker to ask another human to risk their lives?
That's not a firefighter.
That's not a firefighter over a few bucks.
Over a fucking cat.
Yeah, dude, for a cat.
Okay.
For a cat.
All right, then listen, Vic, there's some people out in this world, man, that are animal lovers. And when I say animal lovers, they treat them just as if they were humans. That's how my wife is. She's a fucking cat and animal lover. And knowing her, although I'll tell you this much, my wife probably wouldn't send the fucking Uber to go pick up Mr. Skittles, dog. She'd probably go and pick him up himself.
Oh no, man!
That's not the name. That's not the name of our cat. That's not the name of our cat. Chill.
All right,
chill. That's not the name of my cat. The name of my cat is Mace in Brooklyn. All right, so
that's right.
And I hate both of them. But the point is, she would go and risk her life to go get these fucking cats, not fucking Sergio in his fucking Toyota Camry. So, which makes me think, how would Brook Lopez be considered for bitch ass Eli in his eye. Because what kind of grown ass man, a fucking 7-footer, dog, knowing that there's fire, he's like, nah, I ain't gonna go get my cat. I'm gonna call Uber and have them pick him. And then what do you tell Uber? What are the instructions that you tell Uber?
Hey, pick up my cat in my burning house, please.
Oh man.
Like, I can't, Eb. Like, I understand, Eb. I get it. I understand people love their animals. I really do. And good on them. You know, animals shouldn't just be, laid by the wayside when disasters happen. But if you're gonna risk someone's life for an animal, it should be your own. It shouldn't be somebody else's, paid not very much.
Trying to make $1.
Trying to make a few bucks. You try to take advantage of a guy that is making maybe like, I don't know, $30 off of that?
Maybe.
Is $30 worth his life? I doubt it.
I'm sure he's paying that guy more than that. What I'm hoping is that maybe someone was at the house and then they sent the driver and they're like, oh, here's fucking Mr. Jingles. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, and look, you know what?
It's out of line. It's out of line.
But you know what? Brook Lopez looks like the type of person that would do that, to be honest with you.
Yup. You're right. You know, I shouldn't have thought of that. But you're right. He
looks like he'd be the type of person that'd be like, I need somebody to go pick up my cat. Like right now. Like he looks like Chris Humphries looked like he would do some shit like that. Like he'd be like, yo,
yes,
somebody needs to go.
That's another Eli eyeball having motherfucker. For real.
God damn. You know who else had that Eli in his eye? Andrew Bynum, dog. Andrew Bynum had that fucking Eli in his eye.
A little bit.
Even though he was good. Even though he tried to act like he played the part, he had that bitch in his eye. Him and Dwight Howard, both guys. You're right. Both of them had some bitch in their eye, dog. Both of them had that straight bitch made in their eye.
I think Dwight Howard is a bitch, but he don't have it in his eye. He just kind of have to pay attention a little closer.
He's just bitch made.
But so Eli bitch in the eye is pretty much it's like a tell sign. It's like, you know, when you're playing poker.
Yeah.
They have a tell. Yeah. Eli bitch eye is the tell.
Like
but they can't help it, and they can't help it.
Like his heart pump, like his heart pump Kool-Aid, dog. Like Project Kool-Aid.
Oh man,
he's sweet. Yeah, he's sweet. Like he don't have it.
I'm just saying, Ed, that this is fucking out of line and out of pocket. And I also just wanted to bring up that California's on fire. Ain't nobody give a fuck. And that's fucked up.
Who cares?
Where's our hashtag, Ed? Where's our hashtag?
You know why we don't
Where's California's hashtag? Pray for California.
Hashtag, dog. Let me tell you why we don't get a hashtag.
Tell me.
Let me see. Because we pop a lot of shit, rightfully so. Because again, without us, the United States would be in fucking turmoil, dog. You know what, big? We make more money for this country than at least 10 states, dog, combined. Okay? Easily, dog. So, but people hate us, dog. People hate us because we're liberal, dog.
Yeah. No, and that's what I was getting at. Because we're not, we're completely left leaning, except for, a few places here and there. We don't get any love. When we have natural disasters.
Because we don't get any fucking seasons because it's always warm out here. That ain't our fault, baby. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why you hating on me? Why you hating on me?
Yeah.
Why you hating on me, dog? Like Nas. That's what Nas said. Listen to what Nas says. You can hate me now, dog, but why? Why would you do that when as much love as we give back? But you know what it is? It's all good. We don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
But let Kentucky have a fucking tornado happen. And see how fast people jump on that. Pray for Kentucky. And they'd be right. But can we get a little love?
Just a little
hope
bit.
So. One of these days.
Just a mention.
Hold
on. All right, chill.
Hashtag.
All right, hold on.
That's
chill.
all I want.
All right, chill. Hold on. Listen.
I want a hashtag.
Hold on. Chill. Listen. Another reason why people probably don't give a fuck is because it's a bunch of rich motherfuckers that are losing their homes, Vic. It ain't like it's just fucking Bob, Sue, and fucking Janet, who work at the Toyota plant and are making shit. It's literally millionaires who are losing their homes. And granted, yes, it's fucked up, but those people are millionaires and they have $1 million insurance companies.
But it wasn't Eb. It wasn't only Bel Air, Eb. This shit was spreading all across, Eb. This shit was crazy. It was going up to, man. If you look at the pictures that were taken. I swear,
Let's
it
pull up
looked
the-
like it looked like
pull
it
up the
looked like a
map.
poster.
Pull up the
It
map.
looked like a poster. Hold on, shut the fuck up!
Pull up the map.
Damn,
Someone pull up the map for us.
can't say nothing.
Where's the globe?
I can't even say anything on my own podcast.
Let me get the planes out. Let me see what this looking like. All right,
Ed,
yeah.
I'm telling you, there was pictures that were fires right next to the freeways that looked like a poster for "This Is the End," for the movie "This Is the End."
Yeah, I know. And a
That
lot.
shit was fucking bananas, Ed.
Most of those homes
this-
were pretty expensive.
Simi Valley, Ed. Simi Valley, that's a super rich area. It ain't that rich.
It ain't that rich, but see me got some money. They got some money over there.
Come on, Ed.
He's got more money.
You're acting like it's all Bel Air, Ed. You're acting like it's all Bel Air. It's not. There were some real people displaced. So, yeah, this false narrative, you're helping them push, Ed.
All right.
Helping them push it, Ed.
I'm not pushing nothing. Listen, you know me.
You're pushing it, Ed.
I'm LA all day, California till we die. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. The thing is, we don't really get too many natural disasters. We don't get any of that. So when people are like, oh, tornado, fucking snowstorm, and I'm just like,
Yo, we get fires all the time. What the fuck you talking about?
yeah, we get that in earthquakes.
All the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
The thing is that we don't
Anyway,
live in those
man.
areas. You know what I mean? We live pretty
Anyway, Ed. Anyway, Ed.
close. You know what I mean?
Fuck Brook Lopez. Fuck Brook Lopez. He got a lot of bitch in his eye, and he can go fuck himself.
Now, Brooke, if
Sending
you
a
want
fucking
to
Uber drive. If you want to be on the podcast, though,
shoot
hey, I take it
through,
all back.
I need to make sure you keep that same energy, Vic, when he comes on the podcast and he brings his cat.
Yeah.
We have a
Yeah, he's like, I'm scared of Brook Lopez.
Hey, dog, I don't know.
Fuck outta here.
Brook Lopez is like 7'12", dog. I don't know.
Yeah, so what, dog? I'll drive to the lane, dog, and he'll flop.
Nah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay,
Fuck
Vic.
Brook Lopez.
Yo,
Anyway,
chill, Allen
but
Iverson.
if you want to shoot your boy, some courtside tickets, or you want to give us a skybox, let me know.
We gonna-
I'm about that sweet life. That sweet life.
The sweet life, no pun intended. Damn.
Damn.
Anyway, well, let's continue with the violations, Vic. Your boy Roy Moore, although we're a little behind, but yo, listen.
Yeah.
This guy, we needed to talk about this because this is a straight. I don't understand what's wrong with some of these people, Vic. You know what I mean? You listen, Roy Moore, for those who don't know, he was running for, what was it? Senate? Governor?
Senate for
Mayor?
Alabama.
Some shit.
Senate for Alabama.
He was going against Doug Jones, right? And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Roy Moore has been accused of some deviant shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Raping some girls.
More than devious, yeah.
Fucking, yeah.
Okay.
You know, touching little girls, trying to rape little girls, fucking following them around the mall. Needless to say, he ended up losing the race. Thank God. But
Yep.
the problem with that was that fucking race was a little too close for an alleged fucking rapist and chomo to even be in a race. Like, that's wild to me. And that speaks.
Doug Jones only won by 1.5% of the population.
That's fucking
And he was going
crazy.
up against an alleged pedophile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I guess that's the only caveat that the Republicans are hanging on to, that it's alleged. Now,
Oh, but allege something else from a Democrat or from a liberal.
you know what? You know what, Ed? You couldn't be more right. I was watching, actually today. The good thing I watched it today. Vice, which is a news organization, I think, I think HBO bought them out, but they do news coverage, and they actually had a panel of people that were going to vote for Roy Moore, and the guy, he's obviously left leaning. And he wasn't making any excuses about it. He was upfront, and he was saying, you're making the same excuses that people were making for Bill Clinton. What about Bill Clinton? It's all alleged, and without hesitation, they were like, yeah, but everybody knew that he was a womanizer.
Oh yeah, everyone knew that.
Everyone? Are you sure?
Yeah, you knew that.
I don't know.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm pretty sure that these are the allegations that made him seem like a womanizer. Like, yeah, it's been said that in college that, that he loved women. Yeah.
Who doesn't love women in college? What the fuck?
I love women, man. I love it.
I love women in college.
I love women now. Yeah. But
sweet Dick Willie.
I mean, yeah. Yep, exactly. Yeah. But these were women of age.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Like, if he did something wrong, he still did something wrong, right?
Dog,
like if he
it
forced himself on women,
yeah, absolutely.
That wasn't what it is. So Roy Moore forcing himself on young women, that's a little different.
Yeah, being a fucking womanizer is completely different than being a fucking pedophile. There's no comparison. Like, one guy sleeps with a lot of women of age and who are consenting. Another one touches little girls. That's the big difference. Just because, you can't be like, well, he was a womanizer. Who cares? Fine, okay, he fucked around. And what? What's the problem? He's not fucking little girls. This guy wants to fuck little girls. He literally got banned from a fucking mall as a district,
and high school football game.
As a district attorney, dog. How does that even happen? How do you for you to do that to a district attorney? That's fucking wild. And the fact that he was still a district attorney is even wilder. You know what I mean? So, Alabama
in the South End.
Alabama is fucking nuts, man. Like, seriously, as much as people, save the kids, you guys are all you're all for, no abortions and save the babies unless
pro-life,
pro-life unless it's fucking Roy Moore touching the little girls. Like, again, what did you say, Vic, last week? You made such a beautiful point.
You gotta be pro-life so Roy Moore can touch him later, eh?
Yeah, dog.
they gotta be born. They gotta be born so Roy Moore can touch him.
Hey,
Fuck
listen,
that guy.
Roy Moore needs some product later down the road, dog. You know what I mean? Jeez, man.
I was just thinking, man, before this actually went through, I actually thought Roy Moore was gonna win, and I was thinking, man, what is the bottom of the barrel for Republicans? We already had Trump. We've had tons of repugnant Republican candidates across, the history of our country. But what is the bottom of the barrel?
I don't know.
An apparently alleged pedophile, just nasty ass motherfucker.
He looked like a
might
pedophile.
Be the bottom of the,
he looked like a pedophile.
Bottom of the barrel. At least it's getting there, because
I don't think I think that is bottom of the barrel. There ain't no other. A pedophile, dog, touching children is pretty much bottom of the barrel. I think that's
in my book.
That is bottom of the barrel.
In my book, that shouldn't even be in the barrel. So, man,
yeah.
I mean, the fact that he only lost by 1.5% of the vote is still disgusting to me. That you rather dismiss someone based on party lines. Based on party lines, than a pedophile? I don't know. That doesn't look too good on you if you voted for him.
The worst part about this, Vic, if this was 40 years ago, that guy would have been in office right now.
Yeah.
Because no one would ever know about this. This would have been, who knows how many more fucking pedophiles were and currently are in government, dog.
Yo, there was just one guy. He was a representative. I forgot what state he was from. But there was allegations brought up on him 2 weeks ago.
God.
And he it's sad to say because of what I'm going to end up saying, but he ended up coming out in public saying that, oh no, these are allegations are not true, and let's all pray now.
Let's all pray now.
less than a week later, Eb, he drove out in his car.
Oh, fucking blasted himself.
Went to a bridge and blasted himself in under the chin. And killed himself. So, I mean, it doesn't surprise me, Eb. It doesn't surprise me that there's probably more, Eb. And they're for both sides, to be fair. They're from, left-leaning, right-leaning. It's all about the power, I think, that kind of gets this going. And also mental sickness. Like, you gotta be a sick motherfucker to do this. It's not an excuse. It's just facts. If you're doing this, you've got something wrong with you.
Simple facts.
So, I mean, man, it's fucking crazy.
Oh, seriously. This guy rode out on a fucking horse.
Yo, he almost fell, Ab. If he almost fell, that shit would have been so great. If he would have fell off that horse, oh man.
Look how epic this was. Look how epic this is.
And he lost, Ab. And he lost. That shit would have been nuts.
Fucking.
Man, but fuck Roy Moore. Yo, he's tripping. Thank goodness, man. Let's see if anybody brings up actual charges on him. And, hopefully, he gets convicted of those things, because I look at this guy and I know it. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
People that are usually so adamant about family values or this and that, anti-gay, LGBT, fuck them type bullshit. They're usually closeted homosexuals, or they're usually,
have some skeletons
that have some skeletons in their closet that they are not ready to release.
Yep. And we've already talked about that on this show multiple times. Of motherfuckers who are just jumping out the window, talking about gays, talking about whatever you want to talk about, and come to find out
sliding feet underneath airport restrooms. I told you about that.
Looking for glory holes, dog. Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting.
So we'll see what happens with that, man. But Ed, we're gonna get to the topic at hand. This episode's our Christmas spectacular.
Violations.
And we're gonna do it buffet boy style, where we gotta talk shit. We gotta talk shit, and that's how we do it, and this is gonna be no different. And Eb, this all kind of started with, I brought up a story to you about a gift that I once got.
Yes.
Right. Now, my birthday is really close to Christmas, as you guys can tell. Mm-hmm. It's only 1 week away from Christmas. So I would usually have a birthday party with all my cousins and all my uncles and all my aunts and some friends. And, I have a lot of cousins and a lot of uncles, all that shit, right? We're a Mexican family, of course. But, I understood when families couldn't give anything. But the point of celebrating your birthday is not for gifts. It's just like spend time with your family, right? At least that's how I was brought up.
Yes.
So, I had a cousin, that same birthday party, come up to me and tell me, you know what? We really couldn't do anything this year. We didn't really have the money to get you a gift. I'm sorry, but can we get you next time? And of course, man, that's, that was more than enough that, she didn't have to explain anything, but the fact that, that she just let me know, like, hey, this is what's going on. That was perfectly fine, it's about the presents. So, not the present, the presents.
Presents, yes.
Yeah, it's about spending time with your family. So,
absolutely.
On this same birthday, Eb, I have an aunt that's notorious for giving bad gifts. Notorious. And I'm gonna keep the story short. I'm opening gifts, and my aunt, she got me a digital pressure tire gauge, Eb.
At 14.
Now let me tell you, at 14, I didn't have a car yet, and I sure as hell didn't have a bicycle. And I got a digital tire pressure gauge for my birthday. Now, Eb, me being, not a materialistic person, I thanked her for the gift and acted like I liked it. So, party ends, got a lot of cool gifts. Party ends, we're cleaning up. And we're on the drive home. I'm on the drive home with my pops, and he said, "Oh, did you get anything good? Did anybody get you anything good?" And I said, "You know what? I got a lot of good things, but I got something really bad." And he's like, "What?" So I explained to him the situation, that my aunt got me a digital tire pressure gauge, and he was hot because
I would have been hot too.
That's his sister. So he was like, "This is out of line. This ain't right." But what are you gonna do about it? You're not gonna confront somebody about a bad gift, right?
Fuck that. Yes, you do. But anyway, continue.
You might want to, right? But we didn't at this point. But a couple days go
you
by.
Didn't. You didn't.
I didn't. Not yet. So, so a couple days go by, and again, right before Christmas, my dad comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, where's that digital pressure gauge? I got." Insert my aunt's name here because I don't want to put her on blast. I got her son for the gift exchange for Christmas.
The big payback. The big payback.
And so my dad wanted to give her son the digital pressure gauge that my aunt gave me. And to describe it, let me describe this digital pressure gauge, Ed. This is something that you probably got for free with a deluxe car wash.
Damn.
Yes. So my dad asked me for this digital pressure gauge.
Disrespectful.
And since he gave me all the information right away, I pretty much told him, nah, I threw it away. I didn't want my little cousin, which was probably like 6 or 7 tops, to get this fucked up ass gift. Now, Ed, you told me that I should have gave it to him.
Absolutely. Fuck that, dog. People need to learn whether it's family or not. And that's some bullshit, especially when listen, the child needs to pay for the parent's sins, Vic. That's in the Bible. So technically, he should have gotten he should have got the fucking tire pressure gauge and the face, dog, that your aunt would have made when she got the same tire pressure gauge that she completely disrespected you on your birthday, close to Christmas. The face she would have made, dog, when she would have been like, "Wow."
See, Eb, she wasn't thinking of the Lord, Eb, when she gave me that tire gauge, Eb.
And neither should you. And neither should you. Because I for sure would have been like, "Yo, it's right here." As a matter of fact, I already gift wrapped it for you, so you can send it back to her. And listen, and the kid, the worst thing about it is he was 6. He probably would have forgotten about it. You were 14 years old, Vic. You're gonna remember that for the rest of your life. Your cousin, what was his name? Samuelito?
I don't want to.
The young man should have learned. He should have learned, and he would have gotten over it anyway, because he probably would have got some other gifts. But nah, Vic, that's a straight fucking violation, and it doesn't matter, man. Just because your family doesn't mean that you don't violate. You know what I mean? Like, listen.
Yes.
That's the problem. This is the issue with certain people sometimes. Just because it's family, you give all these people passes. Like, no. Listen, they obviously ain't giving you no fucking pass. So why should you?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Now, Eb, with this violation, Eb.
Yes.
It brought up a very interesting topic that popped up just after this. Just after we was telling you about this. Now, we're gonna bring back a segment that we once had every week. And it's fallen off by the wayside, but we're going to have a What's Beef segment, and we're going to roll the intro music.
To me, now check this, what's beef? Beef is when you need 2 cats to go to sleep. Beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. One more time, what's beef?
Beef is when you ain't safe in the streets.
That sounded a little rough, Vic. That sounded a little rough,
that was a little rough.
But seriously, listen, beef is when you need 2 cats to go to sleep. Cause these people out here, Vic, don't matter if you're fucking blood, doesn't matter if you share the same womb with someone, they will completely disrespect you and violate you. Doesn't matter if you both hoteled in the same womb with the same woman for 9 months. These people have no shame in their game.
So, Eb, obviously, this is your What's Beef. This usually was me, but this one is yours. And I'm just going to let you take it away, Eb. What is beef for you this week, Eb?
Well, my What's Beef this week is the utter, complete disrespect, violation, complete disregard for sharing the same blood, sharing the same womb. The same womb. You feel me, Vic? The same womb. We were breastfed by the same woman. And to be disrespected and violated in this manner, not only did it disgust me, but it shook me to my core, Vic, where my blood was boiling. Boiling,
I
Vic.
had to talk you down, Eb. I had to talk you down.
You sure did, Victor. You sure did, because the story that I'm about to tell you guys right now, I can't even put into words. It's almost, it's like I felt like I was taken advantage of. You know what I mean? Like the person that I've known for 18 years isn't even the person that I knew for 18 years. It was just like a complete facade, Vic. A complete facade.
All right. What was it, Eb? What was going on, Eb? Let them know. So
Christmas time, right? My little brother, I'm gonna leave his name. I'm gonna leave him nameless, but you know who you are. You know, every year I always ask my little brother, hey, let me do this for you. Shoot me over a Christmas list of, you know, what you're going to want, some things that you want, right? Some things that are on your mind, things that you've seen. And he always sends me something, a couple things that he wants, you know, some things are kind of pricey, you know what I mean? But still manageable, you know, whether or not I'm going to get it is a different story.
Sure.
So, you know, I text my brother and I tell him, hey, listen, I'm having issues with my phone. Okay. I'm having problems with my phone. Send me a message on Twitter, because we follow each other on Twitter. He's all like, yeah, bet, no problem. So the next day he sends a Twitter message, and I go look for it, and I didn't read it. I didn't read the whole thing, but I just saw a camera. And I thought he was just asking me whether or not that I could give him some insight on the camera. So I'm like, all right, bet. Let me ask my homeboy about it, because he knows about cameras. I completely forgot about it, you know, but then about a few days later, I got the new phone. I got my service back up. Everything was popping. I was back on the Verizon network. And I text him and I said, yo, the phone is back up. I switched carriers. Did you send me your gift list, or can you send me your list? He's all like, oh, nah, I already sent it to you. And I was like, word? And then he sent me a screen capture on the text message of a doorbuster sale at Best Buy. And it was a drone. And I was like, oh, a drone. He's like, yeah, man, I sent you a message. I was like, oh, bet, let me check it out. He's all like, for show, pray hand emojis. I was like, all right.
Damn it.
So I go to the message and I go, oh shit, he did send me a list. That list consisted of 2 drones and 2 cameras. Now, I'm pretty, you know, I'm pretty savvy when it comes to electronics. I'm not going to lie. Drones aren't really my thing, so I don't really know too much about them. And cameras aren't really my thing either.
Okay.
But one of the guys that I know, he's pretty good with that stuff. So I ask him and I say, hey, yo, such and such. He's like, what's good? Hey, do you know anything about drones? Because I remember he had bought a drone and he told me that he spent, you know, a couple $100s on it. And I was like, yo, have you heard of, you know, this drone? And he was like, oh, he's like, yeah, that's like a pretty dope drone. And I'm like, you know how much it costs?
A bad motherfucker.
Yeah. He's all like, oh, it's about $700. I was like, oh shit. Number one, I should have seen where this was going the minute that man said it was $700. Because when he told me that, I was like, ooh, yo, my brother is bugging.
Yes. So
then I tell him, well, what about these cameras? Are you good with cameras? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, have you heard of the Sony AR, correct me if I'm wrong, Vic, 7 II, I believe?
Yeah, I think that's what it was, yeah.
And his eyes lit up, Vic. His eyes lit up. Lit up like a fucking Christmas tree, Vic. And he looks at me and he's all like, whoa. Yo, you're talking about the Lamborghini of cameras. I'm like, what? I was like, excuse? I'm like, okay, all right, chill. The Lamborghini of fucking cameras. He's like, I'm not lying. Look it up. So I'm like, all right, go online, Vic. This guy put a $2,500 Sony camera on his wish list. The worst part about this fucking thing, it doesn't even have a lens, Vic. You have to buy the fucking lenses separately. So I was like, yo, like, so this guy thought that I was going to buy him a $2,500 camera and then what, like, he was just going to like ask everyone else for the fucking lenses? Like, so I was all big. I was all discombobulated. I was just like, yo, nah, like son wouldn't do me like that. You know, we lived in the same place. We broke bread.
We
family.
Yes.
How are you going to disrespect me like that? You know, I just got married. You feel me? So I was a little hot. I was a little upset. I guess I was a little disappointed. I guess I was taken aback. And I go, wow. He's like, yo, your brother's bugging. I'm like, yeah, he is. He really is bugging. Like literally, he's tripping right now. I don't know. Maybe he's smoking that K2 out there. I don't know what's going on. So, and this is what finally took it over the top where I was like, wow, this man completely violated me. He completely violated me. He completely disrespected just everything that we've built over the last 18 years. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's bugged out. I'm like, yo, he also asked me for another drone. And he's like, oh, he laughed. He's like, well, shit, what is it? I'm like, it's a DJI I think he said in Infinity or
Infinity 2.
Infinity
6 or something.
Or
like
Inspired 2. An Inspired 2. Yes. A DJI Inspired 2 drone. And when I said this, Vic, I told you, when I told him about the camera, this man's eyes lit up. When I asked him about this drone, he put his hand on his chest. He put his hand on his chest.
Oh, Lord.
And he gasped. And I was like, oh, shit.
Uh-oh. I
was like, okay, there's a problem, right? I thought there was already a problem. But apparently my brother, he felt that there was no ceiling. Basically, there was no ceiling here.
Sky's the limit, dog. Biggie saying that.
So he's all like, whoa. He's like, he started telling me the shit that you could do with it. He's like, man, that's like top of the line, upper echelon. I was like, he's like, man, you need to Google that. And I Googled it, Vic. and this is me with the brand new Verizon network, Vic. 4G LTE speed.
Snappy.
Quick.
Snappy.
Quick. I wish, honestly, looking back, I wish I had the AT&T service, Vic, so this could have taken a minute. Nope. Verizon pulled this up with the quickness on the iPhone 8 Plus, and Vic, my hands started trembling. My eyes started twitching a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And I looked down at the price point, Vic. $6,000.
Woo! Damn, son.
I need to know in what parallel universe, what fucking, outlandish fucking Milky Way, black hole galaxy, fucking, in what universe, in what time period does this man think that I would ever get him a $6,000 camera, Vic? Violation, dog. Straight violation. And so I'm thinking, okay, this kid, maybe he was just shooting me some like, yo, these are my wishes. You know what I mean? Like, this is my vision board. And hopefully they'll come to fruition someday. So I text him and I'm like, yo, you are bugging, sir. Like, I mean, like, yo, you're sending me $2,500 cameras, no lens, $6,000 drones. I'm like, what's going on? This man sends me an entire message, Vic, saying, I don't know what to tell nothing on that nothing on that list is over $1,000. I'm like, sir, you're already $900 over budget.
Oh no!
I was like, my man, you asked me for a pair of shoes last year that were $250, and I laughed at you. And I told you I'm not gonna get you $250 pair of shoes. Number one. So, I was like, my brother is straight bugging, like tripping. And so I'm like, like no one's going to get you that. Like, I don't know what world you think you're living in right now where we just got like K's, dog. Like we could just throw these K's out like, what you know, 6,000? Put it on the black card. It's all you. No, we don't live like, I don't.
Stacks, dog.
So after he hits me with the, I don't know what to tell you, ain't nothing over $1,000 on that list. He tells me, well, you never gave me a price range. Dog. I'm like, so basically you could have been like, let me get the same Wraith that Cardi B just brought fucking Offset. Can I get the fucking Bentley truck or the G-Wagon? I mean, seeing as
I want that Tesla.
Seeing as you never gave me a budget. I'm like, I've known you 18 years? I've known you all your life. When's the last time I bought you anything over $200? So how the hell did you go from $200 to $6,000, $2,500, $1,800? When, Vic? How, listen, at first I was like, okay, it's a violation. But the more and more I started speaking to people, I started figuring out that, this may potentially be something like a millennial thing where they don't really respect money like that. Because
maybe
I'm bugging out. Like, Vic, imagine if you asked your brother for a $6,000 gift and actually expected to possibly get it.
I can't.
Right?
Like that's not something I can imagine.
I feel
because one, I wouldn't ask for it. Two, even if I would ask for it, I would never expect it. Three, I know better.
I'm like, my man, we used to get put to sleep for shit like that. Like, I mean, if I even pursed my lips to ask my mom for anything over $150, come on, dog. She would think that like I was on drugs. Like she might drug test me. Vic, come on, dog. Like this is straight violation.
So Eb, I was a little privy to this because, like you said, your phone was down, and you don't have your own Twitter account. You have the Buffet Boys Twitter account. That's where this conversation was taking place, or at least it started. And I get it forwarded to my phone as well. So I saw a few little tidbits. I didn't read it all, but when I saw a DJI drone, I was like, "Whoa, Eb's got it like that." I thought he was doing well, but damn, like that, he gonna drop.
Got
stacks?
That drug money?
Okay.
Got that fucking
okay
with the cartels.
But I know better, and I just thought, wow, his brother is on some shit.
Ballsy.
Like, this is out of hand. This is out of line.
Out of pocket, Vic.
This is out of line.
Out of pocket.
Out of pocket is the way to put it.
Out of pocket.
And sure enough, like a day or two later, I got a call from you. And you just started venting. I'm just like, I don't know what's wrong with your brother. And from Eb, I mean, I don't know your brother. Okay, like I've known you for this long, but your brother's a lot like younger than you, and we just never ran in the same circles, you know? So, from what I've known you say about your brother, he's got a good head on his shoulders as far as intelligence.
Very humble, quiet.
And being, yeah, exactly. And that's all I've known. So when I saw all this, it kind of threw me back for a second. I was like, what kind of person asks another person for $6,000 gifts? Like, I don't know anybody. I personally do not know a single person that would ask someone else for anything over, I mean, we had this conversation, Eb, where depending on what the item is and the functionality of the item, you might be able to get away with something that's a couple $100.
Yeah.
And we even said, he's a freshman in college, and by the way, he's going to a private college, and I think we're going to get into that in a little bit. But he's a freshman in college, and maybe, if he needed a laptop where, he would actually be very productive with that, you can see yourself putting some money into it, right?
Absolutely.
You could see, and maybe even a little more than you would normally give him for a Christmas gift. Maybe a little bit more, right? Like a couple $100, and then your parents give him a couple $100, maybe grandparents, you guys come together and help him with something that would be vital. Collectively get him something that would be important and vital. Now, a drone is not vital. And I don't know in what world you would ask for such a luxury item at such a luxury price, Eb. Like, it's baffling to me. Like, I've asked for certain things. I've wanted certain things, I should say. And, maybe I asked my parents about it, and maybe they're like, you're tripping. I'll be like, okay, I am. I'm sorry. Like, like the things that we've gotten are probably like, gaming.
Yeah,
systems,
Xbox,
right? Like
Nintendo,
Xbox,
yes.
PlayStation. Those are expensive. Like, and I get it. Like, those are luxury items, but they weren't $6,000.
They weren't even $2,000, Vic. Vic, they weren't even $1,000.
They weren't even $1,000.
They weren't even $800.
They were like half that at most.
They weren't even $800, Vic, and not even $800. So, I felt violated. I really felt violated by my brother, because I'm reading.
As you should.
I was like, I was trying to wonder, like, what was he at? Like, was he sitting down? Was he just like, yo, for sure, Eb got me. For sure, he got, like, he gonna swipe. He got me, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Swipe.
I was like, I just kept thinking, I'm like, bro, listen, in my day, I couldn't even fathom asking my mom for anything over $500. Even at 18, I couldn't, like, unless it was like a car. And even then, I couldn't even see myself be straight up, be like, yo, can y'all buy me a new car? Not unless I had some bread. Like, if I got some money and I'm asking, like, hey, listen, can you guys help me out? And the whole time, I'd be like, I can even help pay you guys back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to straight up just be like, yo, what's up with this drone, though? Like, it just.
But the fact that he said, I don't know what to tell you. These are quotes. I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing there over $1,000.
Nothing over
My man, you are tripping.
Oh, bugging.
You're tripping. That's
You're
it.
Bugging.
There's no way around it.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
To ask for something that's over $500, you better have a good reason to get it, right? I think that's what we're boiling it down to. How much is too much to ask for something for Christmas? That's what I want to know. Because I know there's situational things, but as a rule of thumb, what is too much to ask for?
Yeah, because listen, there's a strained relationship right now. Like, there is literally. Like, I don't know if he thought maybe you brought up a good point. I don't know, because you know how kids are nowadays, Vic. They get out of pocket, and then when they give you like the reasons why, it's like they give you something that makes sense, but you're kind of like, why would you think that? Like, I felt like maybe he was like, okay, so technically, since my birthday, because his birthday is really close to Christmas. I mean, like a day apart from Christmas. So
okay,
I'm thinking that this guy sit there and like plotted and schemed on how he could get this. He's like, okay, so technically this could be like my birthday and my Christmas gift. And technically he's married. So that could be like a gift for my birthday from him, a gift from his birthday from his wife, and then a gift for Christmas from him, and a gift for Christmas from his wife. So it's like 4 gifts.
It's 4 gifts. It's like 4 gifts.
Like,
oh shit.
And Vic, listen, this is my problem. It's like we went from like, a modest just humble, gift giving between, no more than 200 ever. You know what I mean? Like ever. Like ain't no reason for that. How the hell do you go from $200 to $6,000 in 1 year, Vic?
I don't know, but let me tear down some of these things that he said. Now, he told you that you never give him a price point. Now, that in itself is flawed, because if you've ever had a Christmas with anyone, as long as it's not the first Christmas where you give gifts, you have a price point. You have a general idea.
Yes.
You have a general idea
Yes.
of what the price point is. Unless Eb all of a sudden became Kardashian rich, the price point is the same.
And even then,
so you got him some shirts last year and some shoes or something.
Yeah, so actually I got him some. A lot of this new designer clothes that's out here for these kids, dog, is pretty damn expensive, like $45 for like a shirt.
So Eb, the price point is, let's say $150, and that's a lot. That's more than you should really ask for, but that's a lot. That's about right.
Yeah.
So my man, there's your price point. there's your price point. And to say that nothing on this list is over $1,000 made me upset, Ed. This is what made me upset. I was like, what? Word? I'm like, damn. Shit. Okay.
Listen, man, I felt like, how do you do that, Vic? I felt like someone took advantage of me, Vic. Like someone like they were like, dog, like he was trying to,
it's
like
worse,
he was trying to
Eb,
steal
it's
on me.
Worse than,
he's trying to steal
Eb,
on me.
it's worse than someone, Eb. It's worse than someone, Eb. The call's coming from inside the house, Eb.
Oh,
this is what it is, man.
My own family, dog. You see what it is, dog.
Yes.
They stab you in your back, dog. Oh, man.
It too Brutus, Eb. It too Brutus.
Oh, man. My own brother, my own family. My own family.
Man, Eb.
Yeah, bro. Listen.
That's fucking out of line. It ain't right, Eb.
Listen, for the next few years, man, my brother's going to have to live with this. And he's going to have to know that he was completely out of pocket, man. Like, I mean, completely out of pocket, because
way out of,
what's nuts, that even, let's say he became this sensation and just made a whole gang of money, right? I would never ask him for anything over $6,000, dog. Like, I would never. and this is the worst part. I started thinking, that's just the price. That's not including the fucking warranties. That's not, dog, the tax alone is like $600 on that shit. So my man was really asking for like a $7,000 gift. That's a nice Honda. That's a nice Honda right now. That's a down payment. My man wanted a down payment.
Oh shit. Eb, when we were talking this out, Eb, we were looking up prices because I wanted to see it for my own eyes. Not that I didn't believe you, but I couldn't believe the situation you were in. And when I was looking this up, the carrying case for the drone alone was about $600.
Almost $5. Yeah, a little over $5.
Even the case was about $400 too much.
I don't know.
To ask for.
This guy thought I was Drake or someone, dog. Like, I ain't, like, listen.
Thought you were Warren Buffett or something.
Like, yo, let me tap into my savings really quick and let me get this $6,000 drone so you can fly it around New York. Like,
Eb, you got money in Bitcoin I don't know about? What's going on, dog? This is out of hand.
Out of pocket, Victor. Out of pocket. Ooh. And the worst thing is that I love my brother. And for him to just, I felt like he put a knife in my back and then started turning it.
Oh man.
And so violation, man. This is what it was. Violation 101. How to violate your own family. We got two ends of the spectrum. One giving some cheap ass gifts, and another one asking for very, unreasonable gifts.
Outrageously priced. Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, man, I was hot for like 3 days. For like 3 days, I was like, I I can't believe that my brother would do this to me.
You know what, Eb? I wanna hear some Christmas stories from our listeners, man. What are some of the bad gifts you've gotten, and some of the out of line, out of pocket requests that you have gotten from your kids, your girlfriends, your family? Let us know. Buffet_boys on Twitter. And Eb, I think that's gonna be it for this week, man. You know, I had a good time here reliving these fucking wild ass fucking stories and shit. But I think it's time to let the people go. Wish them a very happy and Merry Christmas. And we'll see you guys right before New Year's.
Yay.
And make sure you follow us on social media, Buffet_boys on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook, Buffet Boys Podcast. You can also find us on our own website, BuffetboysPodcast.tk, because we cannot afford the .com yet. Maybe Santa will bring it this year. But Eb, that's all we got, man.
Yo, listen, you know what it is? This was episode 49, the Buffet Boys.
Yep.
Listen, man, just be careful out here in these streets, man, because Christmas be bringing out the straight up thieves. The thieves.
Not go that route.
The violators. The violators. The ones that, you know, you wanted. Like, I felt big. Honestly, I felt like I was the one to steal. Like, I was just.
We ended the show. And
you rehash your shit up, dog.
You had your chance.
Anyway, man, yo, listen, this is episode 49, Buffet Boys. We're going to hopefully be back before New Year's, bring you another podcast. But yeah, man, we out of here. We signing off. You feel me? We're going to be back next week. You know, podcasting for the culture, bringing more knowledge for your brain, more culture for your soul, and more bullshit for your week. It's your boy, the Salvadoran sensation, Eb.
It's your boy, Vic.
Hey.